Woo! I'm telling you, man, it's hot up here in Texas, man. It's hot. This is our 8th clutch of the year of 2025. And I'm gonna share with you some of the things that I think you can use as a new breeder, as well as how to recognize some ovulation, because we got a snake that's going through that. And some of the things that I do with my female after she lays.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice.
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Paul with Seric Reptiles, and as I said, our 8th clutch of 2025. It's just putting things in work, right? So it's those little incremental steps that get you to where you can recognize when to pair your animals up, and then reaping the benefits of their efforts, because it's not ours, as I always say. Feeding them, recognizing the signs of ovulation, when to pair, when not to pair. We don't really change our temperatures because we keep the house at about 77 degrees anyway. We're just hot-natured people. We like it hot. So without anything else, guys, new breeders, check this out. So I keep these straps on these tubs until we can get our rack system right. And that's what I'm talking about, like scalability. I chose to invest in my animals first. And then now we're looking at a house to move in. So it only makes sense for me to start this way, because this is the same size container that is a 55 series ARS or Freedom Breeder tub. So it's about the same size. But I like these because it just adds more security, even though there are straps on these on the sides. And this is just going to show you that you can do this. You don't have to spend a lot of money and buy all this equipment and get all these expenses. Pay cash for everything if you can, and then move up as you sell animals or your interest in the hobby grows. So without anything else, I'm gonna show you Griselda. And you can see how she just mounded up on top of it. Can you see her real good, baby? Yes. All right, you can see how she just mounded up on top of all of the eggs, and that's how you know when she's laid. Normally ball pythons don't sit up high like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and get her off of them. And I'll just start with the tail. Come on, baby. Come on. If I can grab her tail right. Come on, grab her tail. Come on up off of there. She's holding on real tight. And of course, I will feel her to make sure that she's completely empty, being careful of her head, right? And I can see that she's totally empty. It looks like she laid 5 fairly big eggs. But before I do anything else, guys, I'm gonna show you guys something. I'll be right back, baby. Just hold on with what you got. All right, so I got Griselda out, and I'm not really scared of getting bit because we have some other animals that I should probably do a video on that or have a higher propensity to bite if they were. And so one of the things that I do is I make sure that I wash my females off. And I did a video on this about my males as well after I get done pairing them, just to get the egg smell off of the female. Now, when I remove the males, I wash the males just to get the female smell or the pheromones off of them so they can go back on feeding. But I will put her in this, and this is lukewarm water. It's like bathtub warm, you know, so just enough to where it can soothe her. Hopefully she'll take a good drink. And I just put her right inside of it. And I'll do that for 20 minutes. And the reason I do it, guys, is so that there's a lot of fluid in these egg yolks, and there's a lot of energy that's put into these eggs. So the first thing I need to make sure that I do is to get her back hydrated, right? I really feel like at this point, she's really, really, really dehydrated. And so that's the #1 thing that's of importance right now, is to get her hydrated, and then get her cleaned up would be second. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her back, and then I'll come back and candle the eggs. As I candle them, I'm gonna check right here. And of course you've seen me do this part before. That one looks good. That one looks good. That one looks good. Looks good. And that one looks good. And you can see the lattice work of all of the veins and arteries in there for the animal. And since she laid them like this, I'll mark them like this as well. This is one of the, I don't really know if this is really that important or not, but I would like to keep it as close to natural as can be because I'm not the one who laid the eggs. So I need to, this is where I step in and try to really make sure that I'm following the female ball python's cues, and that's why I mark the tops of them. And that's just making sure that I put them that way, right side up, according to that slash inside of the egg box. I'm really excited, man. 8 clutches. I mean, that's just really incredible. So I'm getting more and more to the point where I don't really stress about taking them apart. As long as they can stay together in some kind of way, I can put toothpicks there, not toothpicks, straws. So I think I have straws. Ta-da, here comes straws, here comes straws. So I have straws to keep everything in close. And I came to this conclusion because I really just don't want to tear the eggs, right? So do that. And again, guys, I just sit this here and then I push the eggs up against the side of it so that I can make sure that they're in there nice and snug. And I fold them over like that in a V just so that I can make sure also that they're not going to be anything that cuts the egg or tears the eggs. And another one that will make a noise, right? I mean, I got to be silly, right? I just sat in traffic for a long time, and then Lynn called me on the phone and said, I've been waiting on you, so I know that that's the cue. Like you would think that meant something else, but it doesn't. It means we got eggs, right? That's code for we got eggs. I mean, in a G and a PG rated type of term. I'll just put these all to the side. And again, guys, I use water as my medium. These were kept in the incubator. And the reason I do that is just because I have really bad allergies. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm on everything. And I've been going to the doctor for my allergies. It's just crazy. But this also is easier for me because I can just readily pour this out. Or most of the time I put the incubator water on plants. But now we got so many that are in the incubator that I don't have that many plants. So 2 of these bottles of water ought to get it. And again, I have these 1 ounce deli cups in there with holes in them. And I use like a styrofoam hole punch to put that in there. But you can see how they look on the side there. I got the diffuser egg crate up top. The water here, this is just distilled water sitting on top of 8 of those deli cups inside of a 6-quart container, right? So the last thing I need to do is put some saran wrap on that, but you've already seen I just put the saran wrap on and lock it up. I'm going to show you what a female looks like when she's going through ovulation. So this is, what's her name? Oprah. And she pooped in there, but you know, hey, when they're trying to make room for eggs, I don't care. Just got home, I'll clean that out, of course. But this is Oprah. You see, I got a hide in there for her. And I like to have hides in there just so that they can have security. But she was bowl wrapping earlier. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is the thickness around her midsection. And you see how her scales are spread apart. So she's going through ovulation right now. I'm not going to disturb her too much. So the next one we have is Cardi. And this is like Cardi B. The other one's Oprah after Oprah Winfrey. I don't know where the hell we get these names from. I think it's because, you know, you drink a lot when you're messing with the snakes, you're listening to music, and it's like, hey, what name? Oh, well, Cardi B has a good song, and I don't know where the fuck Oprah came from. But she's building, and we've been pairing her up, and this is Cardi B, but what I want to show you guys is just how thick she's getting, and you see how she's really, really alert. She's an Inchi Mojave hypo, a hypo Inchi Mojave, and you can see just how big she's getting through there, and you can see how she's really, this is what you want. You want them every time you open up the cage that they're looking to eat something. So I'll step back a little bit just so I don't get struck inadvertently. But you can see just how she's developing here, and her scales are starting to spread apart, but she has not went through ovulation. The major way that I can say that is because her scales are still all the same color. She's just getting bigger. So as you're pairing up, what you'll notice as you go from 10 millimeters on to 20, 25, 30, ultimately 45 and 50, you'll notice that your animal gets very, very hungry, hunger driven, and you can still pair her up and you see locks. When they stop getting the locks and they still go off of food, then you know that you're getting closer to ovulation. Hey guys, that's what we got for today. Hopefully this video is helping you so that even if you're just starting out, you just want to breed your snakes or your ball pythons, I hope that these videos help. If they do, let me know by liking and subscribing to this content. But comment and let me know some of the things that you're doing, because believe it or not, I'm learning from you guys just as much as I hope that you're learning from me. If nothing else, guys, enjoy that time that you spend with your reptiles. It's a lot of fun. And definitely cherish everybody that you love that's around you. Thank you.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die.